Thank you so much, Miss. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And good afternoon, all the lecturers. The Honorable Miss Annie Maisaro M. Hum as my advisor. The Honorable Saas Hari Peswondo M. Hum as my first reviewer. And the Honorable Miss Hati Zaharani M. Hum as my second reviewer. First, I would like to thank to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala who has given me healthy so I can finish my thesis proposal and stand here. And the second, I would like to thank to my advisor and reviewers who has given me an opportunity to presenting my thesis proposal entitled The Correlation Between Critical Thinking and Students Writing Descriptive Text of the 7th grade students in SMPS WASHLIYAH 26 Medan. Okay, in here I will explain or presenting my thesis proposal in the chapter 1. The first about the background of the study. In here I put some point of my background of the study. The first is writing is the important study that students must learn. That statement supported by Lindsay 2005 that state writing is productive skill because it is focused on producing information. So by learning writing, the students are able to write and compose the sentences into the simple written that accurate, fluent, and clear. Not only that, by learn the writing, the students also can figuring out the informations from what they think, what they listen, or what they feel. And the second is writing descriptive text is the right text to students learn how to explore their ideas and experiences. Like I explained before about writing, writing descriptive text is one of the right texts to students can improve or increase their creativity to write the sentences from what they think or what they listen or feel. And the third, the low quality of academic writing is the low ability to think critically. That statement supported by Fel and Lukianova 2015 that the main cause of the low quality of academic writing of foreign students, especially in making essay, dissertations, and theses, is the low ability to think critically. So, writing descriptive text is one of type text that we use when we want to tell something look, feel, act, and sound. So I think from think critically, the students can explore their minds, their ideas or experiences into the descriptive text by their critical thinking. And the last, critical thinking will hone students' creativity to writing a correct and clear descriptive text. Like I say before, that the researcher assumption that critical thinking will hone students' creativity to writing a correct and clear descriptive text. That's why I choose the correlation between critical thinking and students writing descriptive text to be my title in thesis proposal. And then the problem of the study. Based on the background of the study, the researcher formulates the problem as follows. Is there any correlation between critical thinking and students writing descriptive text? And next, the objective of the study. Based on the problem of the study, the objective of the study is to identify the correlation between critical thinking and students writing descriptive text. Next, the scope and limitation. The first, writing descriptive text. In this thesis proposal, the researcher focused on students writing descriptive text, and to increase or To increase students writing descriptive text, the researcher assumption that critical thinking will hone their creativity to make or to compose the correct sentence in descriptive text. Next, the significance of the study. The significance of the studies for students, for teachers, and for other researchers. For students, of course, this thesis proposal will increase their creativity to write or to writing the correct and clear writing descriptive text by their critical thinking. And for teacher, the teacher can analyze or identify students' cognitive process in learning writing descriptive text. And for the other researcher, it will giving inform for the researcher that there is or no the correlation between critical thinking and students writing descriptive text. Next, chapter 2. Chapter 3. Okay, miss. Okay, the chapter 3, the first about research design. In this thesis proposal, I use correlational research design. According to Kurzweil 2012, a correlation is a statistical test to determine the tendency of pattern for two or more variables or two sets of data to vary consistently. So in this thesis proposal, there are two variables. Variable X is critical thinking and the variable Y is student writing descriptive text. Population and sample. For population, the location that researcher take in SMPS Al-WASHLIYAH 26 Medan, and the population is the 7th grade students in SMPS Al-WASHLIYAH 26 Medan. The sample I take to class 7.1 and 7.2. The 7.1 to writing descriptive test and 7.2 to critical thinking test. The technique sampling that I choose is purposive sampling technique. Research instrument. In here, I take to test or research instrument to test critical thinking. I use Cornell Critical Thinking Test or CCTT that developed by Robert Ennis 1985. It is multiple choice test with 3 answer options: yes, no, or maybe. And here the example question of critical thinking test. And for writing descriptive test, this test was provided to find out the students writing descriptive text. The students are asked to write a descriptive text for 60 minutes. The text should be composed at least 10 words, and the students are asked to describe about their friends in the class, like personality, describing a personality. Next, technique of data collection. For critical thinking test, the researcher used questionnaire to take the data collection by CCTT test, Cornell Critical Thinking Test that I have explained before. And for writing descriptive text, to collecting the data, the researcher used rubric for assessing of writing descriptive text by Brown 2007. Next, technique of data analysis. For the first critical thinking analysis test. In here, the researcher used manual score to know students' critical thinking level. This is the formula of critical thinking analysis test. Numbers if students choose the correct answer times 100% and divide it into all questions. And for writing descriptive analysis test, the researcher used rubric assessing of writing descriptive text by Brown 2007. The rubric assessing in paper. And next, because my thesis proposal about correlation, so I have to make a correlation analysis too. So correlations analysis was applied after analyzing the data from critical thinking tests and students writing descriptive tests. In order to find out the correlation between critical thinking and students writing descriptive text achievement, use person-product moment correlation. And the last, regression analysis. Regression analysis is used to answer the second question to know the size of the correlations or the contribution of critical thinking skill towards variable writing descriptive text achievement. And this is used coefficient R or R square. Okay, I think it's enough of my explanations about my thesis proposal. Thank you for the attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.